Deepakanandji?
Right. Maan.
Anybody? Akshay
Say
bhai?
I want, but I can't hear you. You are not audible.
Jai Satchidanand.
Hold on. Okay, now we'll talk about Maan before we talk with Deepakanandji. So, Akshay bhai, you want to talk about Maan? And then I have to leave, so then you can ask the same question to Deepakanandji, okay? Akshay bhai?
Okay.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand Deepakanandji. Observing about man, the first foremost thing that comes is anyone says Akshay Bhai, that man comes in and then I start running behind that person and serving that person or doing his or other person's work. I've also seen like when I want to get work done from someone else, I also do the same thing. Give respect to him, and then I was analyzing that this is directly relating to my ego, because now any time I get man, my ego is getting fulfilled, and then due to that ego being fulfilled, that is keeping me running all the time. The classic example was we went for a marriage event recently, family event. So in that event, there were many things to be done, many tasks to be performed. So of course, Akshay went and supported everyone. And then after the event, people started appreciating that Akshay, you did this, you did very good, you were standing everywhere. And it kept coming. And then I realized that I was taking that man, all the man on my own. It was not me who was able to do everything. There were so many connecting things that was allowing me to participate and support in the event. But I didn't realize that until about a week or so. So two things. One is on this ego directly relating to man, and second is when someone gives me man, it takes a while for me to even digest that man.
One thing I will definitely say that this is salute to Dada Bhagwan and his science, that the way he has installed that Prajna Shakti within us, which is alerting us, making us aware. Maybe after a while, that doesn't matter. But ultimately, Dada is winning. Dada is helping us come out of that mistake, that lapse within us. And gradually, you will learn to handle such a thing like the moment anyone praises Akshay, then through that separation awareness, you will also praise Akshay. Don't say that you haven't done it, but then you talk in the language of science, not in the language of ego. You understand? So the way, like, if someone says, Akshay, you did this, you did that, it was great. Without you, it was not possible. So all that. So you also tell Akshay that Akshay, you did this. And also
Right.
remind him that you were one of the evidence of the whole system. Just imagine that because your health was good, everything was well, other people helped you, the place, the time, everything, and that's how it happened. So you praise him at the same time you expose him to the other evidences also which were responsible for your success, just not you. Your evidence was very powerful, yes, but other supporting evidences were there to play their part for your success. So then he will live as a nimit.
Right.
not as doer. And he will collectively, like anytime everyone says, then you will always say it was team effort. We all work together. And after all, the biggest evidence is what, it was that girl's punya which made all these things to happen positively. Because after all, who was benefited? Correct?
Right. 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 Right.
Everything, the beneficiary, who is the beneficiary? Beneficiary is the girl who got married, and both
Correct.
people, I will say the whole marriage.
Marriage.
So this is how you can uh, easily handle your pride instead of getting carried away by the pride. You will say yes. You first specify your pride. You also praise yourself, but then you have to do that also. So that with that clarification, he will not go with the big head.
Correct.
At the same time, in future, by chance, if you fail, then you will feel sorry for that, that you didn't play your limit properly.
Understood. Yes. Yes.
This is what. In fact, I believe every situation, nature is giving us that opportunity to play our instrumental role, limit role, and we must not fail in that. When you are with your daughter, you have to play the limit role of an ideal father. When you are with your wife, you have to play the role of an ideal husband. When you are with your mom, you have to play your role as an ideal son. With your boss, ideal employee, ideal subordinate. So wherever you go, you will never, it will not go out of your vision, out of your focus, that you must not play with your instrumental role playing. No compromise. Then you will live vigilantly and responsibly and with total seriousness and yet free from inside.
Correct. Correct.
It will be wonderful. It is not burdensome because you don't have to do anything. It is only your resolution, your decision will play its part in the whole process and give you success. And after all, behind everything, don't we have Dada's grace and blessing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You have to tell that how can you take pride of the whole thing? But because that was desired previously, that was your desire, previous karmic desire. So when you get that, you get driven away. But when the
Correct.
force subsides, then this alertness, this light will work. It doesn't matter, but it will work. So you will be able to identify, you will be able to manage, and get freed also from that effect very easily.
Understood. Now, one clarity I got today was to praise Akshay, because that's a very, very good thing. As soon as
No, no,
there
no.
is a
Otherwise, he will collapse. You don't want to collapse him. I mean, you have to keep him positive. You're doing great, wonderful. I'm there with you. But then you are one of the evidence of the whole system, not the sole individual to do anything.
that that itself will help, because as soon as I praise Akshay, uh, I and Akshay is separate. So
That is also there, and you have to learn to encourage Akshay first. And when you can encourage Akshay, you will be able to encourage anyone. Even your worst opponent, you will be able to encourage that person. Because once you separate, that impartiality will work everywhere.
right. I'm not sure. Sheetal Ben.
Unmute.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jai Sachidanand.
Chidanand, would you like to share anything on Maan?
Yes, so many things. But I should prepare before I came and I didn't. So now it's all everywhere. But Deepakanandji, I will ask, I have this tendency, I actually don't know how to say it in English, but with some people, આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ ને કે અક્કડ થઈને ફર્યા કરે, જરાય નમે નહીં. That I observed that in Sheetal. And so that's one thing. Just I know better. I'm not gonna bow down to this person. No, I એવું રહ્યા કરે. So that's not hard dealing at all. It's all dealing with head. And then second thing, you said in the very beginning, biggest positivity Dada Bhagwan gave was, after all, he or she is a good person. Can you explain how that works? Because if you have so many opinions about this person, how do you say it with heart that after all, he or she is a good
Because Dada Bhagwan has said, because Dada Bhagwan has seen in his vision that this is the ultimate truth. So how can you go above Dada? There's no way, because he's the ultimate. He's the ultimate, and when he has said, you got to be right. So leave aside your head. No use, because the hate that goes against Dada is no good. And if you ask heart, it will say, when Dada said, no questions, no doubt, everything is perfect. You understand?
Yes,
The
yes.
same way, when anything comes from Nikhil Bhai, you say it's come from Dada. Because he is your relative Dada.
He is my relative Dada.
Yes, and real Dada is real Dada, your inner Dada, Prajna Shakti.
So basically, whatever, don't argue with what Nikhil says. Don't question it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Not don't question. There is always a better way to ask. Polite, humble way to ask. But when you carry that virus in your head that I'm right, I'm always right, and then when you ask, then there is a factor of arrogance that comes and that plays its part, and that will not help him deal positively with you. He will also have his own resentment. And we don't want that. We want other person also to deal by their heart, not by our head. But when you are dealing with head, the other person will always deal with head. It is only Gnani will always deal with his heart, even if you are dealing with your head.
Right.
Because he is a unique personality who has surpassed all these obstacles and become perfect.
Right.
You decide. The moment you decide, you see, you are channelizing your energy, inner energy, in the right direction.
Yes.
And where things are impossible, it will just happen effortlessly. And you will be surprised. How did that happen? Then you will say, Dada has worked.
Right.
That is the ultimate thing what we have to understand, accept, and realize that.
Yeah.
Dada Bhagwan, in the same line, he has said, this is not my knowledge. This is Vitraga's knowledge. It had come in very recently. And that's why he said, these 5 agnas is not mine. I'm not the owner of the 5 agnas. Yes, I became instrumental in revealing these agnas which was in the heart of the Vitragas. This is not even Mahavir Bhagwan's ownership, not even Rushabdev Bhagwan's ownership. But this is perpetual truth which naturally got revealed by him.
Yeah. Deepakanandji, one more thing I wanted to ask was the example of Dada Bhagwan that you gave in the beginning. I've heard it a few times, the $500 where the person owed him 500, then he ended up giving him back 500. But I need more clarity on what was Dada Bhagwan's understanding behind dealing with
One of the
it.
things which I have understood, I would share with you, saying that if we are having such friends, how can we get along with them? So, by giving them against the truth, relative truth, if we are getting away with them, nothing like it. So, what he said, after this episode, he will not be able to face me. So, like it's like if I'm walking one way and he's coming on the same road from the other side, he will change his road. I don't have to change my road.
Mm,
Do you understand?
right.
With such people, how can I go to moksha? So he
Okay.
has given me a way to go to moksha.
Mm,
Knowingly, when you allow other people to cheat you, that's
mm-hmm.
the way. Because nobody will come to you with such thing, never.
Mm,
And in fact, what he has said, good that he asked for only 500. He could have very well said that no, not 500. You have to give me 5,000. Now, what time frame we are talking about? Like 19, maybe 20s and 30s. How much is 500 at that time? And the other said, good, he didn't ask for 5,000.
right.
And see, these people are noble. If he speak outside that Dada took 5,000 from me, he said, I will have to give him 5,000 rupees. But everything got settled in 500, so he said, I'm very happy. Did you understand?
Yeah.
That is, we have to
So
understand the subtleness, the subtle meaning behind this whole episode.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. Yes. So to Dada Bhagwan, it was that going to moksha is the most important thing, right, wrong, who took what.
Yes. While he was traveling in the local Bombay train that time, so he would always keep 10 rupees note in the safe in the fort. There is a safe pocket where nobody would normally reach, but somehow those thieves are also very smart. So Dada saw that he's putting his hand to pick the 10 rupees note. He says, I have kept it to go by taxi from Dada station to home. So when he put his hand, Dada told him, this is the last note I have, which will help me go by taxi from Dada station to my home. He said, but I'm hungry, I need that. Dada said, okay, take it. You have to see his generosity.
Yeah.
Are we generous like this? We
No.
found things like that. Did you understand?
Yes.
We
Yes.
caught him taking his money, and he said, this is the last note I have. I need for my travel from station to home. But he said, I'm hungry. I said, okay, take it. He allowed him to take away that money. Knowingly, he allowed him to take his money.
Knowingly.
He didn't make a fuss.
No, not that it was my money. You don't have a right
Sometimes
to take
people make such a fuss around and people will catch him and beat him up.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Big heart. I can't imagine how big.
we have to analyze every aspect of Dada Bhagwan, what he has said, which ultimate depth. And if we understand one of his example, life example perfectly, you will start living his life principle throughout. That's what. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Deepakanandji, one question. There is a new aspect that I learned today, to see my spouse as relative Dada. If that understanding gets clarified to me, I think my puzzles will be solved, because my biggest problem is respect. And if I can see my spouse as Dada, a relative Dada, then I will have that respect, and then I will not have any complaints.
Now, normally, don't you say that she is my better half?
Yes, I always hear that from you, but it's not yet coming from me.
No, but so now with a new, but this is world view, but Dada's view, I give you an example, I narrate one example. One Mahatma came to Dada and he started complaining that Dada, everything is not good at home. I said, what happened? We have a lot of differences, we keep fighting at home, with my wife especially. So Dada said, you are coming here from last almost like 4 to 5 years. I haven't seen you fighting with me. So Dada, how can I fight with you? So what Dada asked him, Dada is not there in her. Dada is here only in A.M. Patel. That opened his eyes and he said, Dada, sorry. I'm very sorry. You understand?
Right.
If you can see Dada in A.M. Patel, then why Dada is not there in your wife? Because you have seen Dada in A.M. Patel, but you have not seen Dada in her. So the moment you start seeing Dada in her, you will not have any problem with her. Whatever Dada says, you accept. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Dada has said. But if it comes from wife, come on. There's so much resentment, lot of, what do you say, opposition. You understand? But the moment this thing happens, see, you have right to say, to tell her, but it has to have some meaning, some courtesy, some, what do you say, humility. If these factors are not there, then who are we? What are we? I will say we are specially blessed people by Dada. So we must prove that in our life and living. Come what may. What are you going to lose? Dada used to say, however, you may try. She's never going to grow beard like you or mush like you. So why worry? So they are not going to do anything. Do you understand?
Right.
I mean, play your part, interact with humility by heart. And everyone is looking for their heart. We are not, unfortunately, we are not living by heart, we live by head. Trying to be mean, trying to interact in such a way to, we are always looking at our benefit, our happiness. That's not right. When you start taking care of other person's happiness, then you will get your part naturally.
Understood. This will help me. Relative Dada will help me a lot.
Yes. Then it will be nice. In fact, you will be able to play with them. Not play negatively, but play positively. And you will know also where to make a U-turn. Because your purpose has changed, your goal has changed.
Right.
That's what.
Okay. Satchidanand. Now, Deepakanandji, for the current topic on Maan, if you can share your experience on Maan, I'm sure you get Maan a lot, and you also get disturbing information or
Yes, it's a
not
big
to.
question, but I always take things positively, but yes, whenever my pride gets affected, if my ego is hurt, I really come to know. And the worst thing that happened with me, with Dada itself, one of those days when I was just about to bow down to him and take his blessing, and he just looked at me and said, "I'm not happy with you." My God, it was like I stopped breathing practically. But I came to his knees, came to his feet, and I told him that, "Please tell me what should I do?" He immediately said, "No, otherwise you're strong, so you will not have any problem. Go ahead, my blessings." My God, on one side he slapped me so badly I was like flipped, and the other side he lifted me. Said, "Okay, nothing is going to happen. Go ahead, my blessings are there." But when I came out, Pulinanji was there with me. I asked him, "What really did he mean?" He said, "Even I don't know. Maybe he has seen. Maybe you're doing something wrong. He has seen in his Maan." So, but he said that you're strong, so you're not any problem. That's what. But our path is such, uh, it is very easy to get affected. It's like someone tells, "We are together," and someone talks with Dada Bhagwan only and doesn't even respond to my Jai Sachidanand. Then, but then here also what Dada has said, you did your part, so your work is done. So don't get carried away if the other person doesn't do what you expect. But then you accept it that way. You don't have any problem. Our job is to recognize and see Dada Bhagwan and say Jai Sachidanand. And if the other person don't do, then it's fine. Many times, if some information is not given to me, then I would feel bad. But then I immediately take it in a different way. Maybe that is not important to me. And with that understanding, I don't have any problem. But I get the chance to see my pride, my Maan, how it gets hurt. And I have to find a way out of it, to come out of it. Otherwise, you start blaming others and whatnot. And then we have to blame other Aputras only, because those are the people from whom I get the bouts of those things. But then I realize they are older to me, they are senior to me, they met Dada before me, so I have no place in front of them. They are all elders, and elders can do anything to the younger ones. So you don't have to feel bad. Take that as blessings only. So all these things really help me handle the situation. In fact, many times I don't deal with them with humility. Many times I deal with them very arrogantly, but then I realize I'm sorry. So that's what happened. And our place, our role, our life situation is such, easily we can get into, even in small situations, our pride gets affected. But if you have learned to handle your pride, it will be wonderful.
Okay, thank you, Deepakanandji.
Hey, Sachidanand.
I think it is time. If you can do three mantra, I will
Yes,
follow.
please. Thank you so much. Namo Vitragai.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Varihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Vayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo Savasamunam.
नमो लोए सौव साहुणम
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
वप्पणासनो
सौव पावप्पणासणो
मंगलाणं च सवेसिं
मंगलाणं च सौवेसिं
परमं हवै मंगलम्
परमं हवै मंगलम्
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद Akshay bhai, there is a situation. Tomorrow we are traveling, and the day after tomorrow, all these days are now. After Putras will be traveling, so I believe let's keep morning vidhi and night 9 p.m. satsang only.
correct
Okay, so tomorrow 6:30 we have Prakavidhi, and night 9 p.m. we have worldwide satsang, and I believe we will continue with the Maan, the saying that is pride. Please share, come and share your experience. Make use of the separation 3 sentences what Dada has given. It really helps us remain separated and watch ourselves. Jai Sachidanand.
जय सच्चिदानंद
6:30 and 9 p.m. Jai Sachidanand.
जय सच्चिदानंद
Jai Sachidanand.
जय सच्चिदानंद सर्वे महात्माओं ने
जय सच्चिदानंद
दीपकानंद जी जय
Jai Sachidanand.
जय सच्चिदानंद दीपकानंद जी जय सच्चिदानंद अक्षय भाई
जय सच्चिदानंद
सच्चिदानंद जय
Sachidanand Krishna
सच्चिदानंद
Masi.
जय
Jai Sachidanand
जय
Shrimai.
सच्चिदानंद
Ashubha Jai Sachidanand Gita Ben Jai Sachidanand
जय सच्चिदानंद गीता बेन
Jai Sachidanand Tiu Ben.
सच्चिदानंद मीना बेन रश्मि भाई जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद
बगदाने जय सच्चिदानंद
ये बेन जय
बगदाने जय सच्चिदानंद दीपक दादा
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ મહાત્માઓ આપણે લીવ કરવું પડશે મીટિંગ માંથી રજની અંકલ નથી ને એટલે આપે લીવ દબાવવું પડશે તમારા મોબાઈલમાં કાં તો ફોનમાં કાં તો ટેબ્લેટમાં કોમ્પ્યુટરમાં જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ
जय
જય
सच्चिदानंद
સચ્ચિદાનંદ જય પણ હવે બધા જાય છે પણ એમ નહીં બધા લોકો જવા મળે જો બધા લોકો હવે જાય છે હવે છે ને જ્ઞાની કરવાનો જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ જય
જય
સચ્ચિદાનંદ
સચ્ચિદાનંદ જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ સત્સંગ પૂરો થયો છે જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ
Jai Sachidanand Baba, I put that